Now I'm going to press the 70-pound draw weight bow with beyond parallel limbs, and you notice these are beyond parallel at rest. So the first thing I want to bring up is that where I'm going to press is right here between this heavy part of the limb where the axle is and the part of the limb that actually flexes. So I'm pressing at this portion. That allows me access to the axle and cable, and it also allows me to press the part of the limb that actually flexes. This heavy part will not flex. Also, I'm going to clamp right here and marry the two pieces of limb together so that they move as one. Now to get started, I'm going to clamp one frame onto the limb, centering the limb as I best can. And when I tighten it down, I'm going to tighten the top and the bottom off and on. In other words, I'm not going to just tighten the top and then tighten the bottom. I'm going to tighten the top a little ways, and I'm going to tighten the bottom a little ways. And I'm going to tighten it down as tight as I can with my fingers, making sure that it's tightened evenly. Now I'm going to do the same with the other end. Give myself a little more strap. Tightening one and then the other. Trying to keep the frames as centered as possible. Now when I do it, you'll notice that there's a distance between the pressure point and the frame. The frames have pulled away, and I want that. I'm going to put a little pressure, just a little pressure, on the limbs, and then I'm going to adjust the frames, and it's pretty easy to adjust. I just put back, that relieves the pressure, and then I can just move the frames over and center them, and when they relax, I do the same with this one. Move it back and just move it over a little, like that. And now I'm ready to tighten the clamps down, and I do that just by pulling on the turnbuckle, and you notice how much of the strap. Okay. Now the frames are clamped to the limbs of the bow, and all I have to do is press it. Now when I press, you'll notice that the entire limb is going to bend. The frames are going to come in, the pressure points are going to come in, and the axles are going to come in. So the entire limb is being pressed, not just part of the limb. And they're being pressed evenly because not only have I clamped the limbs together, but I'm also pressing down the center of the bow. So this is the same process that occurs when you draw the bow. We are just duplicating the drawing of the bow using a turnbuckle instead of the bowstring. And we just about got it pressed here. Now we have to collapse all the rubber pads in order to get the string pressed, and now we press the bow. Now we can remove the bowstring remove the cables, put a new PEEP sight, do anything like that we want. Very simple. Now, you notice that the entire limb has moved, the bow press has moved in, everything, it's just like drawing your bow. Now I'm going to release it, and when I release it, I just release it so far, and then I check to make sure the strings and the cables are in place. And you notice I have full control over the pressing action. Notice also my hands are out of the way of the pressing. So I'm very safe, and you'll notice when we get done, I'm going to show you the limbs, and you'll notice there's no marks whatsoever on the limbs because it's so safe for your bow. So not only is it safe for me, it's also safe for your bow. Just about to have it released. There we are. And we just have to loosen the clamp. Get hold of the thing so I can loosen it. And there. You do the same with the other end. There we are, and you'll notice there's no damage even to the decals, no damage to the inside of the limb, no scratches, no marks. So, I thank you so much, and may every arrow be an X. Now I want to demonstrate to you that the Nighthawk bow press presses both sides of the limb equally by removing the axle, the cam axle, and replacing it while the bow is still in the press. So I've removed the keeper key, and I've reduced the draw weight down to 60 pounds. Just seemed to make sense, since considering what we're doing. And I'm going to take it, have to tap this side out because the, there you go, see, pull that one out, because the axle is pressed into it. And there we've done it. Very simple. So that just proves that the bow press presses both sides of the limb equally.